TV Toastmasters is one of just a handful of Toastmasters television clubs in the world, and the only one in Washington State. Each month we produce a new TV episode for Puget Sound access. At the all-digital studio, we have learned to perform both in front of the cameras and behind them. All of our members are given the opportunity to produce, direct, create their own television script, and to star in their own segment. It's an exciting and unique opportunity for our members to immerse in the television experience and learn by doing. Here now is a quick glimpse into the world of TV Toastmasters, an overview of what it takes to produce an authentic television show each month, from scripting to recording both in the studio and on location, to editing and to the final broadcast. Each month, our members bring interesting speeches and stories on a variety of topics of their choosing. Ideas are inspired by their own passions, which provides a rich variety of topics for the show. The Communicating on Television Advanced Manual from Toastmasters International provides some of the structure and guidance in preparing the talks tailored to television.
You know, and all the bones that we have here, these are all cast replicas, otherwise I wouldn't be able to lift this up.
Delivering to a camera, it's altogether different. Things have to be nuances and much more finely tuned for one person. If you're delivering to one person, it's easier to overwhelm them, so you need to tone it down a little bit.
Members also use other advanced Toastmasters manuals, and some even adapt projects from the Competent Communication Manual. All television programs are organized by time schedules. Because going over by just a few seconds can cause havoc, we must carefully script each presentation, choosing our words carefully for maximum effect for the allowed time frame. Preparation also includes adding stage direction and ideas about camera shots and transitions. If the author has a particular look in mind, it's best to communicate that as early as possible. Any information that's not provided in the script will be decided by the director and the rest of the crew at the time of the shoot. The studio offers a controlled environment in which to capture the presentation on video in digital format. It takes teamwork from the crew to get the job done in the compressed 4-hour window we have to work with each episode. A floor manager is in charge of everything that happens on the soundstage. That includes handling the talent, managing the sets and props, and setting up the microphones.
Well, I think what I did today is kind of a kick. I got to be the floor manager, and so I get to listen in on all the hubbub going on in the control room and at the same time help out here on the stage. So it kind of felt like I was the glue in between those two different worlds.
The floor manager takes his or her cues from the director in the control room. The director calls the shots, which includes keeping the pace and calling out the next steps. Just about all the technical details are managed remotely from the control room, including the robotic cameras, the lights, the audio, the video capture properties. The script provides the outline, but the director fills in the gaps. Inevitably, surprises pop up. There's always some unexpected issue to resolve in order to capture the presentation most effectively. Because time is so important, we rely heavily on scripts. The talent usually makes use of a teleprompter. While essential for a smooth presentation, using the device well requires some practice. One luxury for us in recording is the ability to go back and check what we've captured. And if we don't like the way it turns out, we can always record it again. Our goal is always to make the talent look as good as we possibly can.
It takes a lot of people to pull off a production like this, and a lot of people work hard behind the scenes.
I change what I do as part of the team each week, and so I learn eventually the whole process.
TV technology also allows us to go to remote locations, something you can't usually do with a live speech. We can add exotic locations and interesting action. You just can't pull that off in the studio. We've documented an art show, soaring in a sailplane, and cooking. With the principal recording complete, the work of the performer is mostly done, and the work of the editor begins. Editing provides that critical step in bringing all the elements of television together. As with recording, it consists of a sequence of events which are very technical, yet the editor also provides a significant amount of creativity and ingenuity to bring the subject to life on the television screen. The editing workflow takes place almost entirely using non-linear editing software to assemble the clips and manipulate the images and sound. We use a very capable application created by Adobe software called Premiere Pro. The very first step involves assembling separate video clips into a rough cut. This is done quickly with the focus of selecting the best clips and placing them in the proper order. The next step, referred to as trimming, fine-tunes the rough cuts so that the video flows seamlessly and every frame appears in the right place. Only then does the editor start adding transitions, computer-generated graphics, special effects, and other visual elements. Adjusting the audio quality and levels, correcting the color, and rendering animated sequences are usually saved for last. Sometimes the crew finds that additional material is required to complete the project or to replace unusable media. In such cases, and as time allows, we may obtain additional video clips. While adding significant effort, the results can be amazing.
Or the immaculate 5.5-acre Japanese garden.
In post-production, we have the opportunity to work magic on the raw clips we work with. One of the most rewarding parts of the production, post is where it all comes together. With editing out of the way on an episode, we're ready to submit it to Puget Sound Access for broadcast. Each show can be up to 58 minutes long, and we usually try to get as close as possible to that. Since there are no commercials on public access television, we can pack more into 1 hour time slot than any commercial broadcast. To see more, you can watch us on Comcast Cable Channel 77, view clips on our website, or come and see us in action on the second Saturday of each month. TV Toastmasters opens up a whole new world of speaking challenges and gives our members the skills to master them. We learn all aspects of the production, both in front of the camera and behind it, and each lesson gives us a better understanding of the art and science of video production.
Because TV Toastmasters is such a safe environment, it's not just a group of people who are coming together, competing or vying for TV space. It's a group of people who come together and are genuinely concerned. We're concerned about each other, our growth, and our ability to develop and become the communicators or the television people that we've always wanted to be.
Our club uses a public TV studio to learn the fascinating and challenging aspects of tea production. Tea production?
That's a wrap.